This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everyone. Now, this is the second introduction class for Revit. It is happening online. Yesterday, I told you all that I'm going to introduce to the basic component of Revit, which I taught you in the third semester, so that you will remember it once again, because you're starting with a lot of break in between. And I also told you that there are three things which I will teach you in the next class. That will be the second introduction class. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you today. Today, for the class, I'm going to teach you three main things. One is stair, another one is ramp, and the third one is railing. Okay, so these things are very important for us to, you know, work on. And I don't think any building you can avoid a stair or a ramp or a railing. Most of the buildings will need these things. If not for a ramp, you will need a stair and a railing. So I will go ahead and teach you regarding that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the file which I created yesterday. Some of it is the same thing which I need to have now for further continuation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this project as SEM class 2. Okay, so I have this SEM class 2 online class. So, so what I'll do is I am going to remove this roof, and what I'm going to do is have this wall, um, you know, uh, keep the wall straight. I'm going to delete all of them and connect them straight. Okay, so let me check it. I have some doubts regarding this. Let me check how it is going to be seen. Okay, so I'll go to, let me move this thing. Oops. I'll go to south. Okay, this is going to be west. That's where we're working on. Okay, west. Okay, I'll go to east and west. So here we'll complete this, select this. Even I'm removing these things and connect it as a straight line. Say okay. So, okay. So I'd rather select this. Uh, um, so we have it here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a staircase around here that goes up here, and I'm going to have a floor over there. So I'll go to level 2. Okay, and I will create a floor, architectural floor. Select this. Okay, so would you like the walls that go up to this floor level to attach to its bottom? Yes. Um, okay, so you go to the south, you'll find that the wall is attached. Okay, this wall is attached. Only problem is the wall which we modified is still in trouble. So I select that wall and simply select attach to the base, and I'll give so I'll select this wall and say attach to the base. Okay, it's still giving some trouble. So this is going to be west, isn't it? So this is where the floor level is, and this thing is protruding up. I'll give edit once again and move this thing down so that you see all these problems are created because we try to alter a slope roof into a flat roof, which has a lot of. Okay, now it is done. What I'm going to do is select the other wall also on the other side. Select this line, use down arrow, pull it down, say okay, warning, yeah, okay. So now I think everything is pretty much safe and done. So we have a slab here. Okay, so I want a small staircase to go around and come to the top of this. It should end somewhere here. At which level? You have to end at the level 2. Where should it start? Since being it is an external staircase, we can start at level 0. Level 0 is where it has to start. So how will you do it? That's the question. So I'll go to level 0. I see this. This is the front and this is the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a stair by component. See, there are two options in stairs. One is called stair by component, another one is called stair by sketch. Stair by sketch is a little advanced option, which I will teach you soon as I finish with stair by component, which is relatively simple. It is very easy to understand stair by component, and it is little bit difficult for you to understand stair by sketch. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll select stair by component. So when you do that, it will ask what kind of a staircase. So there is the straight one, the third one, the spiral, full step spiral, center end spiral. You have L-shaped winder, U-shaped winder. Now these are the staircases which are not so common over here. We generally use this one, straight. Straight doesn't mean the stair has to go only straight. It can turn right or left, and it can take an U-turn. And maybe at times we'll use full step spiral. The other three are not very common. I will explain how the straight work, and you will be able to understand the other three also. Other four. So totally five. I'll explain the first one. That's sufficient for you to understand the other four. Okay, how do you do that? So here you have something called run, something called landing, something called support. So we'll just start with run and landing. Okay. Now basically, when you give stair by component, the first option it automatically goes into is run, not landing or support. And the first option it falls in is straight, assuming that that is the most common thing that you need. Now what is it? Here there are some other parameters like run width. Okay, and there's something ticked here, automatic landing. Okay, I'll explain about that. And here location line, run center. Now what does this run center mean? Run center means if you drag a line, it assumes that the staircase comes either side of the line. So you tell me what is to be selected. Is it run from the center? Definitely not. We need to select run left, because we assume that the staircase will come on the left hand side, on the right hand side. So run left is basically aligning the staircase to its left. Okay. Now also there is one more confusion. This is the actual run width, which means how broad is your staircase. If I give 1500, it is gonna be still a broader staircase. In reality, we don't even get all that. 1000 itself is a luxury in most cases. Okay, so we give 1000, and I'll tell about the offset later. Automatic landing. That is, it will create automatic landing. You don't have to go here and create landing. It will automatically assume that that place is available for landing. Okay, these are the things you should be very careful. Then you have to take a look at the property sheet. Like I always say, whatever you create, um, there are two places where you can modify that. One is modify, be it a stair or be it ramp, be it wall, be it window, it will say modify. This will be one area where you're working on. There'll be the options over here will depend upon the objects or the components which you're creating. But predominantly these things will be same. You will have align, you will have move, you'll have copy, you'll have rotate, you have trim and extend, you array, you have split element, offset, mirror, pick axis, draw axis, all these stuffs will remain same in modify. But here there'll be change in the option. Like if you are going for massing, there'll be a whole different thing over here. And like this, even this will change. It all depends on what you are trying to create. Here, when it is stair, it is run width. When it is wall, it is height of the wall and the alignment of the wall. Like run left, it has finish phase interior, finish phase exterior, center line. All these things come over here. And the third place you have to be careful is the property sheet. Now here in property sheet, it asks for what type of stair. Assembled stair isn't this is not a popular thing in our country. Back in US, you'll have all assembled stairs. Uh, we are much we are mostly stuck up with monolithic stair or precast stair. These are the two types of stair which we use. But nevertheless, I'll just show you what is it. And here is the important thing. Even in wall, you have a base level, you have a base offset, you have a top offset. So these are common look alike parameters. You can't say common, look alike parameters which you have for any component. So where should we start the stair from? Like I told you, it is level 0. And where should it end? Top level. That is top level. Where should it end? Should it end in level 1? Is it so? Definitely not. If you take at the south elevation, you'll come to know level 1 is just here. This will create only about 2 steps, and that's about it. It's only 450 mm, and the riser height is kept as 150. So you know how many stairs will come. So it is written here desired number of step between level 0 and level 1. The maximum step it can create is only 3. So it has already calculated based on the tread depth and riser height which you have provided. Is that clear? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this top level into level 2 because that is where exactly I have to go. So it says desired stair height. Desired stair height is 3450 mm. So the desired number of step became 23, and that's about it. The riser height may slightly vary from 150 to 181. Okay. Now that also depend upon the type of stair you are using. Now this is with assembly stairs. I'll go and detail it later. Now right now we will start over here. So what should I do? I should select on run. I will come again. I'll select on run. I'll say run left from level 0 to level 2, and here this one straight is selected. Run width is 1000. Now what I'm going to do is I'm to start from the midpoint of this. So do you see that when I move the riser, it says the number of riser 7, 8. It just helps you to create the thing. And how many remaining over there? Even that is very clear. 11 remaining. So I do like this. I stopped it. Now remember this automatic landing option. I've clicked here. This one stopped. Now I'm starting from here because you have clicked on automatic landing. What happens? Automatically the landing got created on its own. You don't have to create, and it ended like this. Now let me see in 3D. So the assembly says, see, this is what we call assembly stairs. So this is not very popular in our country. I have kept it stuck to the wall, so that is why it is coming like that. There is no railing shown here. Okay, there's no railing shown here. Once you give OK, the railing pops up. The railing pops up. Are you clear? Now Now this is what is said assembly stair. See, actually, if you want to see what is there in this, you can just click here. You have allowed the maximum riser height as 190, thread depth as 250, is kept as minimum. Minimum. See, you can alter these values according to your requirement and convenience. Okay, so that, but you have to do only after clicking duplicate, giving another name depending on the value you're going to do and a value you're going to alter, and then adding the numbers over here. Okay, is that clear? Now, I'm not going to show you all that. I said I'm giving a basic introduction. I'm not going to teach everything, but for a student who have attended my previous classes, this is good to know. This is good enough to know, and they can alter on that. Those who have not attended any of my classes, I in third semester, definitely they are not going to come to fourth semester, so I don't teach more than this. So here I have to select monolithic stairs. So like I read can't make stairs. There are so many problems because the measurements all changed. It is creating a lot of a problem. Okay, that may be the case. So no problem. We'll try to do once again stair by component instead of assembly. I'll select monolithic stairs. And what should I do? Run left. And so here I'm going to start somewhere from here. Okay, I start here. I end here. Oh, I'm sorry. I did the same mistake which I told you not to do. So I'll select here and say level 2. Now here we go. From here I start, I end here. So now 13 racers done, 7 remaining. I clicked here, it sort of ended there. I'll click here again and click till here. So it is staircase is pretty much done. It automatically created a landing, everything. You okay? Automatically the railings will pop up, and it has done that. Now, what you need to know is that it is stopped here. First of all, it stopped here. Now, I'll go to the north side of it. You'll come to know that it has stopped right here. Uh, considering, how shall I explain it to you? I'll go to line, sorry, annotate, and where do you have the spot distance? You can check the distance between. So, okay, I can select this measure between two references. I can select here and I can select here. What does it say? 172.5. That's the distance. I just measured, I didn't dimension 172.5. Now, here, if you select and measure it, even that is going to be 172.5. This is intentionally stopped here because the Revit says you create a slab instead of making it a stair. You can make a landing as much as big as you want with the slab. You don't have to really create it with staircase. That is what Revit says. All right, we'll select the floor. I edited the floor. Did you see that? So no, 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 no. So I'll select here, select the floor. Yeah, edit boundary. So I selected the boundary. How will you create a landing here? Instead of landing, how will you create a floor here? Okay. So how will you do that? You select this line. There is something called split element. You create a split here. You create a split here, so that these lines are split into 3 lines. Select the center line, delete it, use another line, use a line like this. Okay, and the edge of the staircase. Okay, so we have this. Oh, that is not connected. See, it is a brilliant software. Just see. Lines must be closed loop. The highlighted lines are not open on the end. Are open on the end. I'm sorry. So it tried to correct you. So all you need is you have to read all these errors properly. You should be knowing English. That's all. Would you like the walls that go up to the floors level, attach it to the bottom? Yeah, definitely we want the wall below to attach all this is unjoin element. That's fine. I will find that this okay. Now what shall we do? Shouldn't we have the railing over here or a parapet wall or whatsoever you would like to have? Now I have decided for some reason I want to show you how to apply railing all over here. I'm going to keep it like a whatever you call it a baluster or something. I want to keep a railing all around here. I don't want to build a concrete wall. I mean cement brick and cement wall over here. I want to build a railing all around. So that's my plan. So how do I do that? So I'll go to level 2. Okay, we are in level 2. Okay, now I'm starting with railing. What is railing? Railing is over here. Click on the railing, and there are different shapes and things which you can use for creating the railing. So you can even use pick lines like this. You can pick the line like this. You got it? So I'm going to pick these lines. It's okay. The railing line must be a single connected sketch. If you want separate piece of railing, create two or more separate. What does it say? So here it is not connected. I just gave trim and clicked here and here. So that's gonna be fine. So go to 3D, you'll find this house with railings. But since end of the concrete wall, it is sort of projecting outside. This is projecting outside. That should not be the correct approach. So I just showed you how not to do it. But at the same time, I want to know what this option is for. This option is very important. So I want to know, I want you to know. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to have the railing well within the within the what do you call the roof. So I'm going to have it till here. So that the railing shouldn't be projected outside. You can even have it like this. You can have it a bit inside also like this. Okay. So I am going to have it till here. Now, there are few problems in the way which I drew. I select that line and move it to the center using the keyboard key. I think you'll be hearing me tapping the arrow keys. So that is a better way. I think I look like, let it be like this. TR is for trim. Whichever line you wanted to get connected, you just click on it. Here also there's a necessity for trim. In a Revit, trim acts like extend also. It's not just a trim. So there you are. Now this is how it is. So I created this in level 2. So it is stuck to the level 2. It is from the inside. Now you have a beautiful stack is going up. Now what is necessary and what is not necessary? Do you think that this railing is necessary? No, absolutely not. That won't allow the gentleman to open the window. So select and delete that. So and no one is going to fall anywhere now. Only this building may not be architecturally right. Design. I'm teaching you Revit. So I don't want any weird command on that. This may not be architecturally right. I'm just trying to demonstrate how to create a railing. So if you give a window like this, there are chances that rainwater might fall in and all create all nonsense in the house. So this may not be architecturally right, but I'm just giving a live example on how to create a railing. As simple as that. Okay, so see, there's a problem. It is crisscrossing. See, these things you have to sort it out. Okay, so how do you sort it out? Use your arrow keys and move the entrance slightly a bit that side. The best place to have this thing is under this. I'm trying, not even trying to correct. I'm using arrow keys, trying to show. Now, if you have a window over here, you'll come to know who is entering the staircase without your knowledge. That's all. So that is what I can show you. Now, I showed you a simple staircase and a simple railing, concept of simple railing. And okay, so I will come to the stair again. Stairway component. What is this? This is a full spiral rail from level 0 to level 2. Now I just rush into these things. I won't, try to say it and show you because, I mean, I told you, you have to understand these facts. So see, 20 erasers. See, this is how it is created. You have to adjust this and place it where you want. Okay, so this is how it is going to be created. Okay, so I'll move this somewhere here. So here, this is how it is going to be created. Of course, I showed you all the basic things necessary. If you want to take a U staircase, you should be knowing now how to do it. You have to, uh, maybe I'll show it outside without anything, any building or any stairway component. If you're in a position to create a U staircase, I'm sorry, level 0 to level 2, like this. Stop wherever you want to take a U-turn. So you leave this gap. Sorry, when you start here, just give run right, give the gap, run it like this. Got it? Since you have clicked on automatic landing, landing is automatically added. Go to 3D, you'll find the staircase. Okay, is that clear? Now, I'll explain what will happen if you don't click on automatic landing. Okay, so architecture, stair again, back, stair again. Um, so here, I don't want automatic landing. So run left, starts like this. I'm sorry, again, I forgot to change this to level 2. Started here, came till here. I have not clicked automatic landing, remember. Then just say run right. So to the right hand side, the stair might come and end here. What happened to the landing? Nothing happened. It stopped right there, and it expects you to click on landing and use a sketch and draw the landing. Landing can be drawn like this. Okay, in all sizes and shapes. Okay, even this is considered as a landing. I'll select this. Okay, I always want to do. Okay, now this is also a landing. This is considered as a landing. So I have drawn the landing over there and just said okay and said okay again. Okay, it says stair is not continuously connected. It has given a space for the landing over there and it has come up. Okay, I'll edit this. Just a minute. Just edit this. Um, So what happened is landing. Take two runs and then alone edit. So I picked the two. So now it should be fine. Yeah. So just a minute. Just a minute. There's some mistake that is popping up. Uh, mm, okay. Landing. So I'm trying to create it once again. Just a minute. Landing. I think this time it should be fine. Okay, still it is giving some problem. I believe uh, uh, so what I did is I just adjusted the relative height so that it will pick up the right place and it will land. Uh, yeah, so I'm just trying to see whether it has landed in the right location. So yeah, it has. Okay, so let me see now. So now it is clicked. What I did is I just adjusted the relative height so that it will correctly fit wherever it has to. Maybe now I don't have much fear. I can edit. You can double click and edit and create all those different types of landing. So I'm going to split here, split here, and delete this, create a curved path over here, and here we are. It is definitely looking nice. Okay, so I have adjusted the relative height of the landing so that, so like I said, even though I got stuck, and then I know that the only place we can do something is either here, I never had anything, either here, I never had anything. I just here checked here and I saw that relative height, it was 3,450 something. So I just typed 1,500. So automatically it got adjusted to the right height which it has to um, sit. Okay, so here is it. It is adjusted itself. Now, if you have any minor doubts regarding the risers, you can always check it, and it is correct. You see that it's what is the riser right here? Sorry. So how much is that? 172.5. How much is here? It is 172.5. So there's no doubt that it has come properly right of now. Okay, now you'll have this question, what about the railing? Railing is not seen. So since we never did automatic landing, the railing is also not automatic. So we have to draw the railing and this curves and everything. Wherever we need to draw the railing. How do you do that? Again, come to architecture, click on railing. Okay, click sketch path. So this is the manual way of creating railing. I have railing till here. Sorry, it starts from here. It ends by this line. Again, it starts. It ends here. Again, it starts here. It ends somewhere here parallel to it. I do this thing because it has to be parallel to each other. Otherwise, it doesn't look good. So I did this. So I've drafted that. Now what else? I have to create a curved railing here. Select here from here, and uh, okay, I'm going to adjust this little bit with arrows. Yeah, and then from here to here, it's done. From here to here down, again done. From here to here down, done. So I have drawn the entire railing using these lines and arc and all that. What does it say? Somewhere the connection is lost. That is what it says. Maybe here. Wherever there is a problem, you try to use trim and connect it properly. There is no connection between them. It is going to not going to work. Railing line must be connected. Sketch if you have separate piece of railing, two or more. Okay, it says that, okay, we'll do that railing later. First create this, and you see now you'll find it stuck to the floor. You can select this railing once again and say pick host and click here. Pick host and click on the stair. That's not working. So there's some problem in the railing created. I'll take a different approach. I'll edit this. Okay, so I have it. Pick host and click here. some kind of a mistake that is picking up. I'll try to verify it. Okay, let me try giving the railing place on host. Okay, okay. One main problem over here is that if you see, uh, there is one problem which, okay, I think I'll have to draw a stair path so as to for the mm, sorry. So I'll do one thing. I'll try this. There's some mistake in which it is creating a lot of problem for us to think. And now again coming back to run automatic landing. I trying to give automatic landing level 2 run from here to here. Okay, so I've just kept it here. Now run left from here to here. Sorry, run right from here to here. So I've created it. Now comes the landing, most important part. Okay, take two runs. So you have to pick this one and this one. There it is. The run is created. Now you can select this landing and say edit and maybe create a landing like this. Okay, I think one main problem here is I'm going to combine uh, I'm trying to combine landing which is created using sketch uh, which is done when you create a stair by sketch, not by stair by component. So I think I will just drop by connecting like creating a landing, pick two runs, number one run and number two run, and that's about it. So when you do that, the automatically railing and everything picks up. But what happens is when I try to edit an automatically created landing, and that is where I am running into trouble. So what I'll do, I'll stop working on this just like this, and this is how a manual landing is created. When you connect two lines, the manual landing is created. Another example I'll show you, stair by component. Now this time I'm going to create a run. Again, I missed it. Level 2 from here to here, like this. And you don't give automatic landing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create two or three steps here, and I'm going to create another remaining 5 steps I have created. Now the staircase has to go like this, land like this, go like this. What shall I do? So now this time I'll click on landing 1, landing 2, landing 3, landing 2 to landing 3. So now the stair is automatically creating the landings between uh, between the run. This run 1, run 2, and run 3. So automatically landing is created like that. So one mistake which I try to do is try to sketch the landing when I'm working on stair by component. So that is why I think it was not trying to create the landing properly in a way which I wanted to sketch. Okay, so this is all about stair by component. In the stair by component, even though you think that stair by component has only the options are limited, it is not. You have many options to be explored in stair by component itself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on stair by sketch, which is absolutely fantastic. I have this stair by sketch option just next to stair by component. So what is it? Now stair by sketch, if you click on stair by sketch, there are only three things. One is run, one is boundary, one is riser. And over here you have run, which is a straight line, a run, which is an arc. Only two. Okay, so how does it all work? So I click on the straight, I have clicked on run, I have clicked on a straight line. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to, okay, I don't even like to create run. I'd like to click boundary, which I feel it is easy. Click on boundary and give maybe offset. So the boundary basically determines the two end of the staircase, I mean, where the railing is. This is this side, one railing comes, another railing comes here. That is what is boundary. I'm clicking on boundary. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a run here, and I am going to create another boundary here. This is, and what I'm going to do is I'll click on boundary, I'll create an arc like this. Okay, another, instead of arc, I'll give an offset. Okay, and I'll trim this to this so that this is the kind of staircase. Now again, it is level 0 to level 2, not level 1. So it clearly says you need 19 staircase from 0 to this place. Okay, that is 3450. So I have created only the boundary. Now what about the riser? I should create a riser. I click on riser, I draw a line. This time I give an offset of 300 as the gap between the risers. Okay. Now there is no question of landing in stair by sketch. Landing is nothing but a long riser. I'll explain it to you. What do you mean by long riser? It's nothing but a riser, I'm saying a long thread, a thread which is longer than usual is called as landing in stair by sketch. So I'm continuing to, so how many does it say? I have created 17 risers. two more remaining for 19. Isn't that so? So what I'll do, I'll add one more over here, riser offset, do that. Then what I'll do, I'll trim this line so that it should end and connect till this riser. So how many remaining? One. What I'll do is I'll start from this and end at here. Sorry, it should be a riser, not the run. Start from this midpoint, perpendicular. So we have steps going up like here, and sort of a landing, which is a kind of a turning, another landing, which is also a turning. Then again, steps will go up. That is what my plan is. Okay, I've sketched the staircase. Okay, is that clear? So now what next? There's nothing next. You can just give tick, wait for the stairs to get created. So you will find that the staircase is created as and how I have expected it to create. Just come straight till here, then a landing, and then again it is going up. Now, this kind of what do you call uh, these staircase, a very different kind of a staircase. That's what I can say. Different kind of a staircase, which is anywhere uh, not looking like a standard staircase, can be created using this stair by sketch. I'll show you one more example. Stair by sketch. Okay, you have this boundary. I'm going to have the boundary like this. Okay, I'm using a mirror. Sorry, mirror by line, space bar, created line. So what I'm going to do is boundary is one boundary is this, another boundary is this, and what more do you want? I want risers, and what I want, I need to offset the risers. Okay. Oh, one mistake which I did is that, please remember again, level 1, level 0 to level 2. I'm creating one more arc as a boundary. Really sorry about that. Sorry. Create an arc like this. Okay. I want a mirror. Select this. Use spacebar. Draw line. There's the boundary. So how many risers necessary? It clearly says 19. Go to riser. Okay. Offset 300. So it says 17 remaining, 18 remaining. So how many more? 9 remaining. Okay. 4 remaining. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use boundary, and I'm trying to do a tactus here. Riser again, offset again, offset the riser. Okay. Now what does it say? -1 remaining, -2 remaining, -3 remaining, which means we have more riser than what is necessary. Now what I'll do is I'll remove some of these risers here and make it a long landing. You climb few steps, wait, and then you climb again. So let me try giving this. I'm not done. I'm trying to give this. Now what happened? Now it says the slopes of this railing may not be parallel with the stair run landing. It's okay. I know that. So here comes a wonderful staircase. A few steps up, then a long landing, and then again continuing straight. Now this way you can create interesting staircases whenever necessary. Okay, so this is stair by sketch. In stair by sketch, there are only few things. One is boundary, one is riser, and then you have the tools to draw them. That's all. Okay, so that is what is stair by sketch all about. Okay, so you go to plan and you'll find this is up. You're going up. Okay, so you click here, it will flip. Understood? You understood? So what does it mean? It starts here and goes down. So the staircase design can be varied, flipped, if you feel it is necessary, by just clicking at the end of the staircase. There's a small arrow mark. You click here, the staircase. I'm sorry, I think it didn't work. Go to level 1. Go to the end of the staircase. Yeah. So double click and then it is flipped. So you'll have this stair going up. So this is about staircase. Okay. One major mistake I took some time to clarify is that I tried to combine stair by sketch and stair by component. That is what I tried doing here. That's not possible. Stair by component, you can't do all this relatively flowery design over the landing or staircase or anywhere. Stair by stair by component simply depends upon three main factors. One is the run, another is landing, which can be automatic or not automatic, and that's about it. That is what, and we have the railing as usual for both. Okay, so that is what is stair by component. What are three things? Run, landing, and support. Support is one thing which we don't much use. See, so I told you earlier, support are these funny things that hang at the side of the stair, which is the least common, and we don't have it in our kind of staircase. So I think you have to explore on that, and if you have any doubts, you can call me. Okay, so now coming to the ramp, last but not the least, ramps are important in any building. Where is the ramp? Ramp is right here. You click on ramp, it says default name is ramp 1, and it says from 0 to level 1. Where do you want to do that? Probably only here from ground to plinth. But what happens? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that it is 0 of inclined ramp created, 5,400 remaining. So here there are some ramp values. Here you have level 1, level 0 and level 1. Okay. Here is the width of the ramp. You all know that what it is. If you go here, maximum inclined length, which actually means how long can a ramp be, or rather how long should a ramp be. Okay, so here it is 12,000 Okay, that is the maximum inclined length. That is very important value. If you go down here, you have ramp maximum slope. I think you should be aware of this. 1 is to 12, which means there every 12 step there is one, every 12 feet or 12 meter there's 1 meter going up or 1 feet going up. That is what it means. Okay, so these are the only parameters available in the ramp. Thickness, of course, you know the thickness of the ramp is 150, and maximum incline length is 12,000, and maximum row ramp slope is 12. Okay, so to explain this, I think rather than going into that small ramp, I'll explain it over here. Okay, how is it? So I'll go to level 1 0 to level 2. How will I reach? So I do like this. So it has come to 12,000 and then it stops. It doesn't stop. It waits for me to start another ramp. It again stops and wait for me to stop another ramp. Sorry, I did it. Okay, so again it wait for me to start another ramp this much, and if I click only then you notice that. Okay, you notice that. I'm sorry. If you go to south, you'll find that the ramp is taking a jolly good slope from here to here, and again it climbs up. Again it climbs up this much, and then only it reaches here. Why is it so? The slope is which is we have given is 1 is to 12, which is a very relatively very smooth slope, and that is why it takes so many turns to reach just 3,450 mm. So more you have a very smooth slope, more you have the chance that you have a very long multiple ramps. That is how it is. That's how the calculation works. Okay, so how do we change these parameters? Okay, what? Number one, I'm going to move that to the backyard. Okay, I'm going to start with another ramp, um, which is over here. Now I want to call this ramp duplicate. I call this ramp short. Okay, and the maximum incline length is not 12,000. It is going to be um, 1 meter, short one, really short one. Here I'm going to give a ram slope of 1. That's what I'm going to give. 1 is to 1. It's pretty steep one. So what happened? A very short slope that is only 450 mm long to climb 450 mm. So I did it. Just give OK and just moving here towards this, and click here, and then I show that house. Where is that house? I'm sorry, I flipped it on the other way. Uh, okay, so here is the slope. This is how it works. So if you check the east, so from floor it goes quite fast up to the next level. So these are the adjustments which will allow you to create different types of ramp. I don't have to teach you much further. Ramps are created this way, and so this is a short ramp. That is why I just want a ramp just to show that. So see, if I can edit the angle or the slope If I say I give 3 or 4, just give that. It will say so many things, but matter of fact, 4. So this means, what does it mean? 450 of inclined ramp created, 3000, 1350 remaining, which means I can, it is still calculating it. Okay, so you can drag this center line, will come to know 770 remaining. So what I'll do, I'll clip it to this, clip it to this, and what I'll do, I'll move on the other side. I'll just move it, and let's see what's going to happen. 500 remaining. So okay, so we have 260 remaining. Okay, you can work this way also. How many remaining? 260 remaining. You can give 260 and create an offset of this. Remove this. Let's see what it is going to. So that is gonna be a smooth one. Yeah, see, from 0, ramp is very smooth. Not not as smooth as the long one which I showed you earlier, but this is okay for a short distance. Okay, 1 in 12, you don't keep it for a small short distance of a ramp like 450. No one keeps it like that, but for a short distance this is kind of an okay. Now whatever I have shown you regarding the regarding this in particular, ramp max slope, I've shown you 4, which might be horrible according to architectural standard. I don't know. I'm teaching you Revit again, not design, but I feel relatively okay for a small distance, like a very small distance, 3 or 4 feet, I mean, 1000 mm and all that. It is fine. But I would say you please refer to your design teachers and take this decision and this decision. That all depends on the design and how correctly or architecturally you have to do. You ask your design teachers. Okay, so I think there's a small delay for me to complete the class. It didn't end up in 1 hour. I took a little bit long. I took little bit long exactly in this place where I was trying to make an arched landing, which is not possible at all with stair by component. It is only possible with stair by sketch. I just forgot that fact, and I was trying to do a lot of things. So that is why there's a delay about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm not remembering exactly how long I got delayed, but anyhow, I have finished uh, in a relatively um, condensed manner in which I can teach you about all the different types of uh, stairs and ramps. Okay, one main fact which I wanted to teach you, I'll just finish you with that. Okay, you will find, you know, railings in the middle. Maybe in temples, you will have a separate queue for gents and ladies and all that. That kind of a railing you want to give here in this. How will you do? Go to sketch path and create, first of all, a railing. But you will be mad to see that the railing is stuck onto the floor because I created in level 1. It is not stuck onto the ramp. Such condition, to attach the railing, onto the ramp. You select that railing, go to pick host, click on the what do you call the staircase or wherever you want to, and there the railing comes into the picture. But you'll find that it doesn't relatively follow the same thing, same uh, it is not parallel to the uh, staircase. There's a large landing over there. You can try and use the split technique, SL. If you click here, you can click on split and try and see if it works. It works. If it doesn't, you have to create one from here to here, one from here to here, one from here to here. Three different lines of railing you have to do, and 3 times you have to give pick the host. That's the only solution for that. Okay, I think things are very clear. I will post this video in your group, and this video cannot be shared with any other students, or it is particularly for Oxford School of Architecture. Maybe I'll be sharing the same videos to Gopalan School of Architecture, but not with anyone else. Okay, I don't want this YouTube video uploaded anywhere. I'm making it clear to you. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class. Bye.